Hi there. As a SaaS pricing consultant, I routinely come across a lot of mistakes SaaS founders as well as executives make. And here are the top 5 mistakes that you must avoid. Number one, and perhaps this is the most important and the most frequently gotten wrong, not aligning on segmentation will mean a death knell on your SaaS pricing strategy. I cannot even explain the number of companies I have met with that do not agree on who their customer segments are. They do not understand the needs of the customer segment or the jobs to be done that their customer segments want from their product or service. If this is unclear, you will never be able to create the right packages or tiers or offerings for your customer. You will not be able to understand how to align their goals and yours with the right value metric. And the price points, even though we roughly may be on the right price point, if the offer isn't well constructed, the customers will not opt for your solution. So get the segmentation right. Define your ICP. Include both quantitative and qualitative elements. Your pricing and your ability to make money depends on this. Number two, don't spend all your time discussing price points. Price points are really a downstream decision that happens after you have figured out the right packaging and tiers. You've figured out the right pricing metric that aligns the customer's win with your success, and then you choose a price point for that tier, for that metric in a particular segment. But outside of that, price points don't mean very much, and really they're really context dependent. And I see a lot of companies just spending a lot of time discussing price point where they should be discussing how they're aligning with their market segments. Number three, blindly copying good, better, best packaging. A lot of companies, even though they may have good segmentation, will start by saying, hey, we're going to have 3 tiers and let's just slot our features into these 3 good, better, best tiers. What is the problem with that? You already know the needs of your segments. You already know what these customers want from you. Isn't it better that you start with, I have 2 segments and let me create the right tiers based on the needs of the segments, rather than say, oh, I will create 3 packages and just because everybody does it. So that is fundamentally disjoined with the needs of your segmentation and is going to cause friction in your sales process. Number four, a very common issue that I find with pricing strategies is that companies do not think about the last mile. They say, this is our strategy. We've created it here. It's in this Google Doc. All the salespeople should be using it. But the problem is they don't think about how do sellers actually use the pricing. Do they use the pricing or not? Are they well trained on this? Is it simple enough for sellers to use? And is there a discounting policy guideline that will be enforced and that your whole sales team will use? I cannot tell you the number of times where I've seen a pricing strategy, I've seen list prices, but sales does not adhere to the strategy. The management team does not care about enforcing it. And as a result, your average selling prices are nowhere near your list prices, right? It's complete mismanagement. So if your last mile is not happening, it doesn't matter if you have the best pricing strategy in the world. Number five, not including payment terms in your pricing strategy. Now, I would not say times are tough, but there are different times where high interest rates prevail, and therefore free cash flow is very important in the business. In the time where free cash flow is important, you need to make sure you get your payment upfront. Now, a lot of usage-based models optimize for growth and getting money later when the bill and the invoice is sent, and many customers still not pay on time. So therefore, your business needs in this economic environment to get money in the bank. And your pricing strategy, while it may be the right strategy for you, is not letting you have the cash when you need it. So therefore, that's not a good strategy. You need to solve your company's challenges, and one of the challenges is cash. So you would need to bake in payment terms and terms around when you will get cash within your pricing strategy. Maybe you will have minimum commits. Maybe you will have certain amount of upfront payments. And that is important to think about when you create your strategy. So those were my 5 top SaaS pricing mistakes that you must avoid.